The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, I'm Steve for BoatTest.com, and today it's time to take a look at the second generation of the Cantius lineup that's been so popular for cruisers' yachts. It's the 41 Cantius, and I'm going to put it through a full test and performance evaluation. The Cantius 41 was designed for providing an open floor plan that provides a seamless transition to all areas both above and below decks, while at the same time maintaining privacy for a family or two cruising couples. As for her cruising features, let's take a look, starting as we do at the helm. The panel is nicely laid out so you can put pretty much any kind of electronics you want in here. In this case, we've got two E90 widescreen displays and the Volvo Penta multifunction gauge right in the middle, and a Raymarine ST70 autopilot underneath. Remote control for the spotlight, and there's still plenty of room for even more electronics. I like that there are two drink holders because you're going to put drink into one and then the other one's just going to hold stuff. All of your rocker switches are nice and easily labeled with pictures, nothing labeled with words, so it'll work internationally. Stereo remote over on the right hand side, stern drive joystick, digital throttle controls. I can't say I'm particularly happy with the location of the VHF, but that's easily changed. I would put it up on the upper panel, perhaps move the spotlight control over to the right hand side, leave the VHF on the left hand side. That way it's out of the hit zone of my knee. My other knee seems to be hitting the ignition, so I'd find a new location for those as well. The seat is very comfortable, double wide, armrest flips down, ultra leather upholstery. A hatch in the center of the cockpit deck will give you easy access to the engine room. Let's take a look. Starting at the port side, we've got the first of two 150-gallon fuel tanks with Raycor fuel filters attached. These will be in addition to the secondary engine-mounted fuel filters. Just behind, we can see the circular tub for the Glendenning cord reel. Taking center stage are the twin 370 horsepower Volvo Penta D6 diesel engines. I noticed that there's plenty of space between the two engines, so there's easy access for daily engine checks. In the starboard quarter is your hot water heater. The second 150-gallon fuel tank is just ahead. At deck level is the sea strainer for the heat and AC pumps, and the hoses are double clamped. Just above is the engine room power distribution panel with the battery switches just below and battery charger to the right. Against the forward bulkhead is the standard 13.5 kW generator, and we usually see just a 9 kW as standard with an option to upgrade to this size. All batteries are separately mounted and secured in position against shifting. And a reverso oil change system is also standard. The 41 Cantius has a length overall of 42 feet 8 inches, a beam of 13 feet, and a draft of 3 feet 4 inches. With an empty weight of 24,000 pounds, 150 gallons of fuel, and 2 people on board, we had a test weight of 25,250 pounds. With the 370 horsepower D6 diesels cranking DP out drives, we had a top speed of 35.1 knots reached at 3570 RPM. At that speed, we were burning 41 gallons per hour for a range of 231 nautical miles. Best cruise came in at 2,800 RPM with a 23.9 knot speed, a 24 gallon per hour fuel burn, and a range of 268.9 nautical miles. We had a reasonable time to plane of 9 seconds with the tabs down and reached max speed in 32 seconds. I found our minimum planing speed to be 19 miles per hour with the tabs up, 16 with the tabs down. Once you get the 41 Cantius up on plane, the bow's still a little bit high, but when you get to about 3,000 RPM, it gets to a more comfortable visibility level. If you try using the trim tabs to bring the bow down, then you're going to be fighting level and you're going to be fighting that fight the whole time. So my advice is leave the trim tabs all the way up. Just get your speed up. It's diesel, so it's pretty efficient anyway. With the trim tabs up, the ride's got a much more solid feel, and I have much more authority over the helm too. I also find that there's no need to bring the outdrive trim up at all. If you start doing it, you're not going to find any increase in performance or speed, so just leave it down. No trim tabs, no trim on the outdrives. Just let the boat do what it wants. It seems to know what it's doing, so let it. So as you can see, the bow comes up about 10 degrees, but I really don't lose sight of the horizon at all. It does take a little bit of time for it to come down, even after we've reached planing speed. I love the visibility on the 41 Cantius. The only thing that's really blocking your visibility are the side mullions from the front windshield. Other than that, you've got nearly 360 degrees. I'm surprised at how quiet the 41 Cantius is. We can have a nice casual conversation while I'm running at 3,000 RPM. That's with the glass doors closed. If you open the doors, then you're going to be able to get a little bit of noise, but it's not bad at all. It's very quiet. I also find my hand settling more often than not at 3,000 RPM, so not only does that speed give you the best visibility, it seems to be the most comfortable ride to me, and that'll give you about 32.9, 33 miles an hour. Interestingly enough, with the sunroof opened up and the air conditioning blowing on me, I'm finding it very comfortable. So the people in the cockpit area will be able to have a nice sunny day while you're staying nice and cool. And I'm also relatively shaded in the helm, so it's not bad for a redhead. That's our full test and performance review of an all-new 41 Cantius by Cruisers Yachts. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.